Carolina Panthers not really being talked about much. We showed a T-Mac highlight yesterday. Obviously, they have a Hall of Fame game. Carolina Panthers going to be on there. They had a great season last year. And if they're only going to get better, you would have to assume that the Panthers fans are thinking NFC South is great. Our vibes are high as well. Everybody's talking about New Orleans because they paid Olave. We got to figure it out. I think we should pick the NFC South.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Would love it.
Let's pick the NFC South. Nobody's going to really be talking about this particular division whenever it comes to early Super Bowl projections. Okay, that's just unfair. But they're in the NFC, and the Rams exist currently, and the Super Bowl champs Seattle Seahawks are over there, let alone all the other moves that have been made all over the place. The NFC South, you see the odds-on favorites, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker, though, saying disappointed. This is the place he has to play.
Not happy.
This is how they play, though.
Chemistry's not right.
Vita Vea saying, I'll laugh with a couple oozes around town. Danny Smith, come talk to me, take my hat off, do the entire thing. I want out of here. I mean, what are we even doing? Mike Evans said, they offered me a deal there at Tampa. I just want to go see what it was like somewhere else. Yeah. Levante David, longtime staple of that defense. He's, I think I'm good here. Tampa Bay favorites to win the NFC South. I do believe vibes matter. It's hard enough to win a game already. I personally, in this show, I believe, is a little bit more vibes-oriented than other shows because there isn't like statistical analytics that we can tag to. Vibes seem ass down at that place. But vibes seem ass down at that place. I think that carries into the season, especially whenever there's a little bit of a problem, or you have a loss, or somebody starts playing bad. Then there's fingers pointing. Let's say Baker has a run of 2-3 games where he's playing bad. Everybody starts thinking, is this because he's thinking about his next location? Is this because he's mad at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Vita Vea doesn't get traded. He goes out there and has no impact. Well, he hates this place. Obviously, he doesn't want to do that. If a deal gets done with both of them, we assume that we will change our vibes quickly. But I don't like the two staples of their team are saying, I don't like this. And then their other ones are retiring and leaving to go elsewhere. That tells me a lot more than I think a lot other people would assume. So I do not have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning the NFC South. But let's go around the room. D-Bud, who do you have winning the NFC South?
Yeah, I'm with you with the vibes. We were talking about teams, tribes, all that stuff. A lot of turnover there in Tampa Bay. Out on Tampa as well. I think almost got swayed by that Chris Olave interview. But nope, out on the Saints as well. I'm going to Panthers. I like the vibes. You talk about vibes. I still remember that playoff game. I remember Cam coming back on the drum. Cam, I believe he was in camp yesterday. I think they ride that wave. Remember when they were hot a few years back. I think Bryce Young, he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's playing for some money. T-Mac, Derek Brown, I always talk about Madden. The highest rated defensive tackle in Madden this year, Derek Brown. J.C. Horn, Mike Jackson. I'm going with the Panthers.
NFC South champions in Darius Butler's eyes play tomorrow night. Kenny Pickett will lead them on to the Hall of Fame game. Let's go to one half of the hammer. Don. Cowboys, AP Tone. Who wins the NFC South?
I think a few weeks ago I would have been on the Panthers. Don't love the injuries that they've already had in camp. Bake is going to be on a revenge tour. Give me the Bucs. I think they have the best roster still in the South.
Okay, with Vita Vea or without Vita Vea?
Whatever.
Oh.
Wow.
Franchise pillar.
Okay.
Hey, I like that. It doesn't matter if they're happy, if they're there, if they're not there. I like the way the Bucs play. I think they got some depth. And we just showed a Ruben Bain highlight from earlier.
Sure.
Let's assume he's going to be able to cook. Okay, so we got one Bucs vote, one Carolina Panthers vote. Let's head to the talks table at Ty Schmidt. Who wins the NFC South?
I had eyes on that Carolina Panthers team last year, and listen, I know it's not the same team. It's a different team. I saw what they did to my Green Bay Packers in Green Bay, and that kind of birthed in my eyes at least, hey, this is a good football team. Dan Morgan and Dave Canales, like they know what they're doing. And then they damn near beat the Rams in the playoffs. So I am bullish on the Carolina Panthers. I do want to see how they're going to replace Rico Dowdell because he was unbelievable last year, and he looked good at Steelers training.
Yes,
Chuba Hubbard's still there, though, but I do like the Panthers, and I'm gonna ride with them this year as well.
Two with the Panthers, one with the Bucs. The other side of the talks table at Boston. Connor, who's winning the NFC South?
I'm a corn shucker. I love the Saints. It feels like those teams that finish hot to the season, and then they kind of carry that in to the next season, and it feels like the Saints are that team. They finished, we pulled up the stats before, but I think they won, 6 of their last 7 games, and they're just getting hot. They add Achane Jr. with Kamara, so they got two-headed horse in the backfield. Who knows what happens with, rookie Jordan Tyson, but they have Olave, Juwan Johnson, and then Olave also mentioned Vela. He kind of forgot about him being one of those deep threats for him, so I love the Saints. I'm going to take the Bayou. I'm dancing. I'm eating crawfish down the Bayou this year.
Look at the expectations parity of the NFC South. We got 2 on the Panthers, 1 on the Bucs, which the odds-on favorite, 1 on the New Orleans Saints because they got a 26-year-old year 2 quarterback named Tyler Shuck who can shuck the shit out of a pigskin.
And it's not possible to have a sophomore slump when you're 26 years old. That's a proven fact.
Bingo, because he's already had 4 sophomore seasons.
Yep.
Yeah, throughout his entire collegiate career, which we respect. AJ, who are you going to be picking to win the NFC South? Nobody's on the Atlanta Falcons. They just paid Bijan. And Tua is going to be the starter day 1, it sounds like, or week 1 is what
that might be
Ian Rappaport just said.
Yeah, it might be why.
Yeah, a bit surprising nobody has picked the Falcons. I'm not going to be that guy to jump out there and pick the Falcons to win the NFC South. Give me the Tampa Bay Bucks. I understand that we think the vibes are not great right now. I do not like what they're doing with Vita Vea. I hope they get him paid, get him in there. They need him big time. But Bake is upset with the front office. There's a lot. You can do that. You can play with some spite towards your front office. That's sustainable over the course of a season. I don't think it's sustainable if you're pissed at your coaches and you hate your coaches. He loves his coaches, it seems like. He's on board with them. It's the front office that's not paying him right now. I think he can have a fun revenge tour, go out there, prove them wrong, that whole situation. Also, we got Ibuka out there. We got Godwin. Like, they still have plenty of weapons. And Ruben Bain Jr.,
Bucky.
I love what that guy can do.
Okay, so we got 2 on the Bucs, 2 on the Panthers, 1 on the Saints. Good picking, boys. That's good job. I'm going to the Carolina Panthers.
It's a good football team.
Good football
That's
team.
a great football team, I think, this year. I don't think they're just a good football team. I think they're a great football team. Now, you talk about the injuries. That is alarming. And these are all subject to change.
Sure.
All these picks are subject to change. But for me, it's going to be hard just to get that visual of the Carolina Panthers stadium packed out.
Good football
And then Tepper coming and saying, yeah, I threw the ice on a guy because he was saying that my player was dead, basically. It was laughing in my face. So what do you want me to do? And how about whenever you went into the guy's store? Yeah, the guy was calling me the worst person on earth at a sign. I was asking him to take that. I don't like that. You think I like that? Firing coaches. We sucked. What do you want? We were not good at all. It's like, okay, seems like Tepper had a side in all these things as well that we did not take into consideration. So I'm a believer in Morgan. I'm a believer in Tepper at this stage. I'm a believer in Canales. And you know what? I don't see any big old backpack on Bryce Young this year.
Nope.
Right.
I think Bryce Young is taking a huge step. I like him to play well as well. Give me the Carolina.
I'm
Panthers.
switching to the Panthers.
What?
I'm
Well, I
switching
don't
to the
know.
Panthers.
That-
No,
this isn't
you're
good.
not allowed to
No,
do
no,
that.
he said subject to change.
No, subject to change
It's
like a
changed.
later
I'm
date.
switching to the
Yeah.
Panthers.
Four
Back.
2 weeks from now.
He's back. Keep pounding.
The last thought of the Panthers was like from last season. Like my last thought of them was they're losing to the Rams. Bryce Young drives down the field in the pouring rain, and they score a touchdown to win the damn game.
And I also I forgot that Todd Bowles is kind of in a lame duck situation. I don't like that either. So give me the Panthers, please.
Okay, I appreciate you joining us. Everything over here. The revenge, spiteful Baker Mayfield scares me.
Me too.
It does.
The New Orleans Saints. How much Kamara wanting to stay there when he could have definitely went ring chasing and they would have shipped him. He'd be like, "Nah, I want to be here." And how they played at the end of the year, it's like they're scary as well.
I like their offense. I just don't believe in their defense.
How about Bijan Robinson in Atlanta?
Love Bijan. Love Drake.
Tough
I love
injury
their
yesterday.
pieces, the young
Pitts.
edges, Xavier Watts.
Paid everybody.
Terrell, I love a lot. But anytime you're going into the season with a quarterback question, I'm probably not going to pick you in.
If you got 2 quarterbacks,
You got none.
That's all they've had for 3 years.
And he watched one of those quarterbacks a lot.
But I mean, with that being said, we did have a quarterback battle here, and we got off to an unbelievable start with
I
Danny
don't think
Dimes.
it was.
it was
very-
never a battle. You know that.